Title: I spent $26K on my wife's sister's surgery, then got uninvited from her recovery party. She needs positive energy only, my wife said. Then I went for a solo trip without telling them. Start. The phone vibrated in my pocket, another reminder that I wasn't welcome. My wife's words still echoed, sharp and hollow. She needs positive energy only, my wife said. Positive energy, as if my presence, or my money, was poison. I'd transferred $26,000 to cover her sister's surgery. $26,000! And now I was uninvited from her recovery party. Alone in the city, the hotel room smelled of stale coffee and my own disbelief. I laughed quietly. This is just the beginning. I used to believe in family, in loyalty. I used to believe in us. My wife and I, we were invincible once. Her sister was sweet, fragile, but our bond wasn't just her illness. It was nights spent planning her recovery, celebrating small victories, wiping tears from each other's eyes. I didn't give that money lightly. Every cent came with trust, with the expectation that gratitude, not exclusion, awaited me. But the betrayal came silently, elegantly, like a dagger wrapped in silk. The first suspicion hit months before the surgery. Small things, whispered conversations, doors closing just as I approached. Hints of resentment I ignored. But the moment of truth came ungloved. The hospital called. Not them, but me. Apparently payments had bounced, arrangements were incomplete. My careful planning, my generosity, my investment in their well-being, they had treated it like an afterthought. When I confronted my wife, her smile was polite, controlled. It's about her healing. She needs positivity, not tension. That tension, I realized, was me. I went quiet after that. Silence became my weapon. The world watched a man seemingly humiliated, excluded, defeated. But inside, I was constructing. Every interaction became data. Every slip, every lie, cataloged. Surveillance was subtle, observing bank statements, tracking visits, noting schedules. Not for them, for me. I didn't need chaos, I needed leverage. I didn't need confrontation, I needed precision. I booked a solo trip without a word, somewhere I could think, breathe, plan. And the universe, mercifully, in its own cruel way, gave me exactly what I needed. The hospital called them repeatedly, each time the voice on the other end growing more desperate. They had assumed I would continue to bail them out, assumed my silence equaled compliance. Wrong. Stage 1 of revenge was financial. I knew the system better than they imagined. I let them fumble, let the unpaid bills mount, subtle yet catastrophic. And I watched as they, metaphorically and literally, scrambled. The sister, fragile yet calculating, finally broke her composure over the phone. Her voice trembled. We didn't mean for this to happen." Oh, but they did. Every slight, every exclusion, every passive-aggressive smile, they had meant it. Stage 2 was social. Invitations came, birthday brunches, weekend gatherings, empty without me. I declined. Each refusal was a quiet thunderclap. They saw my absence, felt it, acknowledged it, but pride kept them silent. I didn't attend. I observed. And I documented. Screenshots, messages, subtle confessions hidden in casual remarks. All evidence, all ammunition. Stage 3 was the reveal. It wasn't violent, it was surgical. I waited until the sister's condition stabilized, until gratitude, or desperation, peaked. Then I called. My voice calm, collected. About the bills. Her laughter froze mid-air. "We thought you'd already paid." I let the pause stretch. I didn't. Not fully. You need me now. The fallout was immediate. Panic spread through their household. My wife's usual composure cracked. her words laced with genuine fear for the first time. We didn't know it was serious." Every calculated silence, every ignored call, every solo trip, they had underestimated the depth of my patience, the breadth of my planning. And in that moment, I held all the cards. I didn't humiliate them publicly. That would have been too crude. Instead, I let them stew in helplessness, made them confront the consequences of their disdain. My sister-in-law, once imperious and entitled, now begged in whispered tones, "Please help us." And I, coldly calm, chose my moment. "I already did. You just didn't notice." The shift was palpable. Power moved quietly from their hands into mine. Invisible, but undeniable. Back in my hotel room, alone, I let the adrenaline fade. Betrayal had stung, but revenge tasted sweeter than any apology ever could. I didn't need reconciliation, didn't need gratitude. I needed justice, and it was mine. I reflected on the sequence, the precision, the inevitability. They had tried to erase me from their narrative. I had rewritten it, silently, mercilessly. I will not forget. I will not forgive. I will, however, watch from a distance, always calm, always poised. They learned, too late, that generosity misused is dangerous, patience underestimated is perilous, and pride exploited is fatal. As for me, I travel alone now, lighter, sharper, unchained. I carry no grudge, only strategy. And I smile quietly at the irony. $26,000 spent with intent, returned with dividends far beyond money. The lesson was theirs, the triumph was mine. I spent, they faltered, and in the end, I rose.